Okay, so Arducam have sent me a couple of their cameras. This is the Hawkeye camera, which is a 64 megapixel sensor, and then we have the Clarity, which is a 1-inch 20 megapixel sensor. So that makes it very sensitive, really nice big pixels, captures a lot of light and a lot of color. I've actually got it pointed at my little ET figure here at the moment, and it is super clear. Now, they definitely make a big deal on their Kickstarter about how everything is set up and ready to go. I've done nothing at all on this, so basically all I've done is plugged in the Pi, screwed the lens on, and in this folder we've got test.sh as well as some other camera software that's already been pre-configured. But when I run test.sh, you can see that it's just testing that the camera is working. Now if I adjust the lens, so you can see the focus is adjusting, really fine level of control, and you can see the NVMe drive now in focus, and also my Game Boy on the back wall there, also in focus as well. It's super impressive, and it just is a really, really nice quality lens. Now just then I was adjusting this, which is for focus, so you can see I'm moving this lever and it's bringing things into focus. But this is currently at f1.4, and you can see on ET his face is in focus, but even his neck is out of focus, and obviously this is a very short depth in between, and this is the lens open as much as it can be to let in as much light as possible, but it goes from f1.4 to f16, which will let in less light but will have most things in focus. But we can go sort of halfway between that, or even go just a little bit up, like, and you can see now his neck's in focus, his face is in focus, but it's not quite as sharp as the original. So when it was on the f1.4, his face was really sharp. I mean, it is still really sharp now, but it was even sharper. But yeah, really, really impressive, really nice lens that they put on this. So if I go back to that, so this is the shallowest depth of field, and I can just play around with that and just get really, I mean, the eye now looks incredible. It really shows on the eye that level of detail. And this is actually just a shampoo bottle from, well, when ET came out, so probably 82, 83, something like that, from Avon, and I've had it ever since being a kid. So here's what came in the box with the Clarity camera. So we've got a little package here which has some rubber feet and a heatsink. Inside here is a Pi 5 4 gig model. So this all comes apart, and this is the official case, but what they've done is put a tripod mount on here with a couple of screws and just managed to fit it all in really. You can see there's an SD card, that's what the operating system is running on, a 32 gig SanDisk. The sensor is covered up because it's a really quite a nice sensor, being 1 inch. So basically that's the length diagonally across, so like you have a 30-inch TV. 1 inch on a sensor is really quite decent. So you pay quite a bit of money for a 1-inch sensor on a lot of cameras. And we screw that back on, so you can see there's a heatsink in here already. There is a fan. I don't know where it is. Must be underneath the sensor because it definitely came on at one point when I was using it. And then this is the lens, which just screws in place. So 16mm and 1.4 to 16. And this is the 64 megapixel Hawkeye. So very similar in design. So it's still got the tripod mount. Also comes with that SD card already installed. I'm not sure if they ship with SD card installed or because they've sent it out for me to test. And again, this all comes apart, and you can see the camera. So obviously a much smaller sensor on this, even though it's got more megapixels, it is a smaller sensor, but still a decent quality camera. And I plug this one into my monitor now. And as I mentioned before, everything is already set up. So if we go to the folder, all of this is pre-installed. So let's click on test.sh and execute in terminal. And you can see that it picks up what's on my desk. But also, if I move it around, it will adjust to the light. So if we point it out of the doors, it's a very sunny day today, it will adjust to the doors. And then back to what's on my desk, you can see the numbers are changing all the time, and it's adjusting to whatever it sees in front of it. So if we go to the Arducam website, there is a section about Pivistation. So we go to this bit, So if we scroll down through, they really make a big deal about if you were setting it up individually, how much you'd have to do, and if you're buying a Pivistation, it's just already done. So it takes out a lot of work and a lot of time. You can see there's at least 4 different models there, and they do talk about the 4th model. So the Swift, which was so fast you didn't see it, it's on the green one, and that's about global shutter and fast capture of moving scenes. But there's not a lot of information on that one. But if we go to the have a look bit here and scroll down, there's some specs where you can see it side by side. So always with the Raspberry Pi 5, a load of different lenses. And if we compare all 3 in this chart here, so the Dark Sea, the one that I haven't got, is for ultra low light performance. And they're all using Sony sensors. They're all using Raspberry Pi 5 4 gigs. So the megapixel, so Hawkeye 64 megapixel, the low light camera 8 megapixel. That makes sense because you want your little individual sensors to be as big as possible to capture as much light as possible. But they are actually bigger on the 20 megapixel one because it's got that really big 1-inch sensor. It means that the individual pixel size is 2.4, so you can see it's a lot smaller on the Hawkeye, 0.8, and then 2 on the night vision one, which is very good for a night vision camera. And as I say, 2.4 in the clarity that's why it looks so sharp and captures so much light. And the formats, these 2 only record in RAW, so RAW being the really high-end camera footage that you would put into Photoshop to manipulate, to play around with. But the Hawkeye records in all sorts of formats. It's a much more sort of standard camera. And you can see resolutions on here as well, if you're interested in all of that. And it uses a C mount on the clarity and an M16 mount on the Dark Sea, and all sorts of information on here. I'll link this in the description. And a really strong point is, I mentioned this before, all of the pre-installed software. So all of this comes pre-installed and pre-configured. So it really does mean that you can get into using a camera much, much quicker. And sometimes it hasn't been that straightforward. Sometimes I've been sent cameras in the past and really had a bit of trouble setting them up. Not so much the official Raspberry Pi ones, but some of the third-party cameras. Sometimes I haven't had all of the software, all of the guides, but to have it all pre-installed, yeah, that's going to make a huge difference. And it looks like shipment is going to be August 2024. And there's a load of use cases in here of sort of things that they're recommending it for. So here you can see how well the night camera picks up. And you tend to get a less grainy image as well. So, you know, sometimes these images look dark, but it's the grain that really, if you go into, say, a pub or a restaurant with your mobile phone, put it on a wide mode and take a photo, you'll find that it actually tends to be very grainy, unless it's using some sort of computational photography to take out the grain. But that's what you get with a much better sensor, a much sharper, clearer image. And they talk about some of the use cases here, so things like monitoring plants. So very much for industry, a lot of these cameras. So we've got all the AI here and all the recognition software. This is being used in a supermarket, so self-checkout and lots of surveillance. So I've just taken a photo with the Hawkeye. I'm now going to take one with the clarity. Obviously it's a lot more zoomed in with the clarity, but just to show the difference between the 2, let's have a look at that. So that should be in here, and test.jpg. It's a pretty clear looking camera. I mean, if I compare it to the one I've got on the stick here, I mean, they're not really ones that you would compare directly, but just because I've got the 2 cameras, I figured I would. So this is the one that was taken with the Hawkeye. Obviously much more zoomed out because that's the nature of it, but you can see that the depth of field is great. So that makes it look like a more professional picture, but it's just, yeah, really, really clear. And I probably could have messed about with the focus a bit more and got it a bit sharper, but both very impressive. Okay, so thanks to Arducam for sending me all these to test. It's been really impressive trying it out, especially the clarity. I really love the quality of that camera. I should be trying that in the future. Okay, so I hope all this helps. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.